Hey guys, this is Ranjit from Konidana Classroom, and today we're gonna learn and continue about data analysis. Okay, so far in the previous video, you would have understood a lot of things that the moment you start doing data analysis, you will have to use some tools, and tools works in a different way. Okay, and there are different tools for different purposes, right? So now, one such tool that we used, no, two such tools that we used in the previous video is Pandas and NumPy. Okay, so now in the pursuit of learning how data analyst would work, okay, we need to use this packages because till now they are going to use this package. That means data analyst. I think after several years it might change, but I don't know. But this thing will keep on evolving. Okay, but Pandas and NumPy is always the basic. So even after 10, 15 years, if you want to learn data analysis, you will start from this. Okay. So gear up and let's continue this. Okay. Now, in the previous class, you learned about how to import pandas and why do we use pandas. Okay. What is this AS space PD means? And then you also know about the data importing and yeah. So all these things we have learned, right? Now, to continue, now that we have data right in front of our eyes, what we need to do? We need to analyze. So how do we start analyzing? So there are mainly different steps that you need to follow. Okay. Step one says data importing, which we have already successfully done. So we have imported the data. So step two, I shouldn't have done it. Yeah. So step two is you need to pre-process the data. We call it as data pre-processing. Okay. So what is data pre-processing? Data pre-processing is just processing the data, okay, in a format that we want, okay. And in the data pre-processing, you will also come to the another step called as data cleaning, okay. So we call it as data cleaning. Data cleaning is because, see, every time you get a data set, right, there may be a lot of problems that humans would have caused, probably computer also would have caused, right? So it is something which is common, highly common. Let's say I was the one who's collecting the data, and the number of raters for the Matrix movie I have not put. Let's say I have not put. So this space right over here will become empty. There's nothing in that space. So I call that as a missing value. So whenever I use the data, this missing value is something which is going to haunt me because there is nothing. This particular row is telling me good because I'm missing number of raters or some other things. So missing values are those blind spots for you to analyze and understand the 100% confidence of your data information. Also, your model, which you're going to train on this data so that it knows everything about the data, right? Even that model will miss out on the blind spot, that is null value. So there are many ways to deal with that. Okay, so that's where we use data cleaning. Okay, and then the next step would be in machine learning. Okay, I can say it's a different thing, but for now we'll just stick to this. Step four would be data visualization. Okay, now we're going to learn about all these things in today's class. Okay, so what is this thing that we need to perform right now? Because we have a data set right over here and it is called data. So now in this data set, okay, if you want to see only the top five columns, okay, there is a way to do it. So to do that, you can just type data dot head of. And the moment you type, you'll only get the top five rows. But let's say you don't want top five, you just want top three. How do you do it? You can just put three inside. Now, come on, guys, guess. To do the same thing for the last three rows. Guess. What's the opposite of head? Exactly, tail. So you need to type data dot tail off. Okay. Yes. So right now you got three rows, which is from the bottom. Okay. So these are the two things. Now there's one more thing that I want to know. So every column over here, okay, there is names for this all columns. See, name here, movie rated. So I want to get all the columns name separately. To do that, I can type data dot columns. Okay. So, sorry, it's columns. That's all. Uh, so now the moment I do it, I'll get the entire column names here. That is, I have name, I have here, I have movie rated, I have run length, I have genres. All these are column name. Okay. You want to know something interesting? So data.columns has how many rows and how many columns? How do we get that? How do we know that? So to know that, you have to type data.shape. It will say rows comma columns. That is, there are 100 rows. That's why it's ending with 99, including 0 in the top. So 100 rows comma 10 columns. So that means there are 10 columns over here. Okay. And there is also in Python, there is a way to get the overall length. Okay. I'll show you how it is done. Let's say you have some list. Okay. List of values. You put it in a bracket. You'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How many is there? Five. Five values are there now inside this bracket. Yes, five values are there. Now you run this in the next cell. Let's say I type len of a. It will say five. That means overall five items are there, which is separated by comma. Now the same len of, I told you right in the previous class, len of is a function, add of is a function that we did. Similarly, we also add read underscore csv of is a function. So I'm going to use the len of function right now to see how many columns are there overall. Okay, so to check that, I have typed len of data data dot columns. So I got 10. So I have overall 10 columns. That's similar to what I've got here. See, so I can just understand a lot of things. You right now got a proper understanding about data. You know that there are 100 rows, 10 columns. Okay, but there is still a lot of things that you can learn. You want to know how? Let's see. So now that you know about all these things, let's say I want to know in the columns that I have in this entire data set, okay, which of the column is numerical value, which of the column is just letters, which of the column is specifically just number, and there is no letter into it. How do we get that? So you look at the data. So you see this is not just name, there is face off, but there is 2012 movie. It's a science fiction movie. Remember, guys, 2012? Okay. So that movie, but it is still an integer, right? Still an integer. But you see here is an integer. Movie rated is combination of both. This is also combination of both letters, combination of both, numbers, link. You got to know what are the different type of columns you have. Now, even the computer can say that. How? So to do that, you can type data.info. Okay. So the moment you do that, you'll get the information about the data, about the columns. Now, name is the first column and it is an object D type. D type means what? Data type. So the data type is object. That means it has both number as well as the letters. Exactly. Now you see integer 64. Here is just purely integer. There is no letters. And remaining all four. See, we saw movie rated and all those things. No, these are all completely exactly objects. Object means combination of both. Come on. Yeah, combination of both integer and strings. Okay. But you see float value for rating. Because rating is from 1 to 10 means there is 8.5, 9.1 IMDb ratings are there now. So it's a floating value. Float means decimal number. Okay. 2.3, 4.5, like that. See, isn't that floating? Right? So like this, you can get to know the entire information in and out about your data. So this is how we use info. Now, coming back to the previous thing, right? So I told you, if at all, if I just forget putting one value here in number raters, okay, that will be a blind spot. That will be a spot where there is no value. There's no value at all. There's nothing I will be learning from this row, from that row itself, right? So to see in a data set, okay, how many such missing values are there? What are there? Missing values are there. To see that, there is a code, and the code works like this. Data dot is null of. Is null of is also a function, okay, which is just telling, hey data, is there any null values in you? Like that. Okay. So data will look at itself and it will say true, false, true, false, true, false, like that. So it's saying false most of the time. Is null off? Is asking question. It's like is null. Okay. Hey data, is there a null value in you? Is there a null value? So is null joins jodo. Okay. Is null off? Okay. The moment you do that, you'll get true, false, true, false. Now this is also very hard for me to see because there is false, false, false. Oh, there is also there may be true inside here, bro. There is three dot 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 dot. That means the entire data is not covered. There is still a lot of values. So how do I actually see this? This is hard. What to do? Ah, exactly. That's where I come in rescue. Okay. So there is something here I can do. That is, I can just type dot sum off and I run it. Ta-da! It's just said 0, 0, 0, 0 for all the columns. That means there are no missing values. Your data is already clean to some extent. Okay, the moment you saw this data set in an Excel sheet, you would have been sure that the data is clean. They collected the data in a proper way. Okay, so the data is cleaned. So we don't have anything to clean here, but there is code which we can use to clean, right? So this is a Isna law thing. Now, there is also one more thing that I can teach you. Okay, that is, let's say you just want to go here, okay, and you see that there are a lot of rows and column. Now is the right time that you just try to understand what the data can tell. But instead of just looking into the data, okay, numbers is what you see. Just numbers is what you see. Just by looking at numbers, not everyone is clever enough to see that this is high, this is low. But what you can see, which can just by looking for the first time, you can see that yeah, this is high, this is low. Oh, the sales for this year is high, sales for this year is low. How do you see that? Plots. So plotting is a part where data analyst will be doing most of the time because they want to understand the data, right? So let's understand the data here. I'm going to just choose, let's say, any two things. I want to choose year. Okay, year is a column. I want to see which year has more number of raters. Okay, and which year has very less number of raters. Okay, I want to see that. So how do I see this? Exactly. Now I will add a new tool, and the third tool is going to be matplotlib dot pyplot. Matplotlib simply. Okay, Matplotlib is one such. I'll also write the other one. It's called Seaborn. Okay, so these two things you'll be learning with me. Okay, Matplotlib and Seaborn are data visualization tools. Data visualization tools, exactly. So now data visualization tools, you need to import. No, you that also you need to import. How do you import? So you import saying import. Oh, we have not imported NumPy, bro. We'll import NumPy as NP. Okay. And then we'll import matplotlib. Matplotlib. But inside matplotlib, there is something that we want inside matplotlib. So inside matplotlib, there is something called as pyplot. Okay, that's what I want. So to go inside Matplotlib and get this pyplot, I want to put a dot. I hope you guys understood. Imagine this is a folder. Matplotlib is a folder. Inside that folder, I want pyplot file. So I took the file. And that file right now is called as PLT. I can also type some other name. I can also say, let's say, I can put some other random name. Let's say John. I can also put John. Okay. Matplotlib.pyplot as John. Works. But it's not nice, no? So I'll just put PLT because it means plot. So I run this. Okay. Matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay. Now I'm going to use the PLT to do the graph right now. PLT dot. I want to see the year and number of let's say number of raters. Okay, or number of reviews. Number of reviews is better. Okay, I want to see this. Which graph should I use? Should I use? So that's something that you need to know. Okay, because data analysts are not just using the tools; they also using their brain, right? So they need to use they need to know what graph they should use. Okay, in this, I can use a bar graph. Okay, bar plot. Okay, so I know, right? So I can just type something here, plt.bar. Okay, I can before that I want to fit something here. That is fitting the size of the image. Okay, so I'll type plt.figure of. Okay, and inside that I can give the figure size. Okay, figure size equals. I'll put two brackets. Array, two brackets. In that I can give 8 comma 5. 8 comma 5 is something that I usually do. Then I'll do plt dot bar plot, bar off. This is how I do it. Now plt dot bar off. Inside I can just go and I can type the name of the column name. Name of the column name is here. So how do I type the name of the column name? First of all, this is something you need to type. Figure is something that you need to type so that you'll get the size. Okay, size the plot. Okay. Bar off is the bar plot that you want to use from PLT. PLT is matplotlib.pyplot. Yes. Inside bar, I have to give two columns, bro. So column one is I want to give year, and column two is I want to year number of reviews. These are the two things that I want to give. Okay. But I cannot just give it like this. I need to say this column means from where it is coming, right? From where it is coming. So to actually see, if you type data, right, you'll get the entire data set. But if you want to just get one column, okay, you'll have to create a box, and inside that box, you have to type year, okay, and then you type, you'll get that column itself. Okay, similarly, I need to type the same thing here. Okay, so I'll copy this and I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so there you go, and I'm going to paste the same thing. But wait, and then inside that, I'm just going to copy this. Oh no, it's okay, guys. Instead of typing, you can copy. Okay, there's no harm in it. If something saves your time, do it, but it has to be efficient, and you learn from it. Okay, so now I do this, and then I type plt dot. Okay, so the moment you do plt dot bar and plt dot figure, the graph has been set. Okay, but you need to show the graph, so you need to type plt dot show. Okay. Oh, we just got the graph, and the graph says a lot of things. Okay. So you see right over here, 1970 is where this year started and it ended at 2020. Okay. So you got to know. So 1970, number of reviews we got is very less. Okay. But number of reviews over 2020 during Corona time, people were completely just sitting at home. They had no other option but to watch the movies, and they also gave more reviews. See, the number of reviews keep on increasing. And in generally, if you see, right, the entertainment industry is always keep on going up, guys. Okay, it's just keep on going, entertainment industry. There's no way it's going down. People are switching from information to entertainment. So if you are someone who is capable of learning things, okay, information, you'll be more valuable to the society. But if you are someone who is more capable of getting entertainment and do not choose information, you're still valuable to the society. How? Because you're the one who's going to get the Netflix, Hotstar, what are those things? Amazon Prime, right? You'll get all those information from the movies rather than getting information from me. So you are also valuable, okay? But it's not valuable to you, okay? So anyway, that's not the fact. So I mean, I'm being a data scientist, I can analyze these data in terms of time frame. So I see this time, and it's keep on increasing. That is science fiction movies. Okay, so it is keep on increasing, and there is a decrease as well, and there is an increase. Okay, so I see this is how it is. And let's say if you want to change this color, I don't like this color. I want to change this. How do I change it? I just go here, okay, and I can type color is equals to, I don't want blue, I want green because green is a go light. But I need to type green inside this, okay, and then I will get it in green. So there you see, right? So isn't that interesting? So this is how it works, guys. But first of all, this is not the end. Okay, I'll show you why. This graph is completely incomplete. Completely incomplete. No, that's not a better way. So yeah, it is incomplete. Okay, because you see there is no. What does x-axis mean? What does y-axis mean? Just by looking at the data, you can say it's year and then this is some random number. So we need to give a name to that. So to do that, you can type x label of, okay? And then you can say x label is nothing but year. That is x-axis is year. And then you need to type plt dot y label of. Y label is nothing but y-axis. And inside y-axis, you need to type number of reviewers. No, number of reviews. Okay. See, it worked, right? So now you have here, now you have number of reviews. Now you present this data as a data analyst to a person from your company. You will be like, okay, fine, this just fine, yeah, good insight. That's all. That's all he's going to say. But because this doesn't look that great and catching, it's not eye catching. So that's where the brother or cousin brother of Matplotlib is going to show up, called as Seaborn. Okay. So you can't say Aquaman and all. It's Seaborn. Okay. Seaborn as SNS. I'm going to import and then I'm just going to type sns.setoff. This is a very important code. I run it. Okay. And then I just go here. Okay. I just go here and you guys should guess what's the changes that's going to happen now in the graph. Okay. I'll give you exactly uh, 5 seconds to look at the graph. Okay. Look, look, look. And I'm just going to run this right away. Tell me what changed. What changes you saw? What actually changed here? Huh, exactly. Someone right there guessed. So it is the grid. It's the background. So if Matplotlib is the ground floor, okay, or the first floor, or the second floor, but Seaborn is going to be the terrace, okay, it's going to make it look better, okay. So that's why Seaborn is used. Seaborn is used with the Matplotlib as a package, which can help you create a good graph, okay. So with this, I'll end today's class and we'll see you on few more information videos regarding data analysis, data science. Okay. So cool. This is me signing off. Bye bye.